Welcome to Yo-11 Minutes. Yo-11 Minutes. Mostly Vegas, no BS casino experience, and more. Michael Trager is a casino and travel loyalty expert who also helps people turn their travel dreams into reality. And now, Michael Trager. How's it going, Michael?
It's going awesome, man. I'm at Wynn Las Vegas, having a Monte Cristo Club 20, enjoying my amazing Tower Suites view of the Sphere. So, I mean, it couldn't be going any better, and it's great to be back in Vegas.
That is a cool view behind you, like having the sphere keep you company. Is it everything you imagined it would be? Have you actually gone up to the sphere yet and just seen the massive size of that thing?
I haven't, but I get a little bit of that perspective looking at it now. And I have to say, it's so entertaining. Like I forget for a moment it's there, and then when I remember, I'm like, holy shit. And you could sit in one of the chairs and like just do work or read a book and like have the sphere behind you. And there's all kinds, I mean, it's like endless things that it's always doing, so it's super cool. It's also like really cool, like early in the morning they've got like different kind of like sleepy vibe kind of things going on. So I think it's awesome. Like it's definitely something I didn't realize would ever be as cool as it is.
Yeah, I saw a video on someone's social media of a guy who was playing golf down there, and the ball was the sphere was had the face on and was watching him play golf, and like when the guy hit the ball, the face actually was like it was following the ball in the air. It was pretty cool.
Oh, it's awesome. I mean, and if you think about it, there's like an endless number of things they can do, right? That are so cool. It's great. I don't know. I mean, maybe it'll become usual after a while, but it's just another one of those examples of how Vegas manages to wow you all the time. Like this is definitely like a definite wow factor. And now I mean, getting the golf course and sphere view is almost as cool as getting a strip view. So that's sort of neat too.
That is pretty neat. I wonder if they have like they're gonna start calling them sphere view rooms soon instead of like city view or whatever the phrase was that they were using. But before we get to that, let's get on with the news and views. The Diamond Inn Motel has closed. The Diamond Inn Motel, which has been around for the longest of times, has called it quits and is currently surrounded by a fence. But what most people seem to be worried about isn't so much the Diamond Inn Motel, but the pink elephant, which has become a staple over the years. Many visitors and walkers by have stopped by and taken pictures of the pink elephant during road trips and things of that matter. And now, where the elephant will end up appears to be sort of up in the air. The owners haven't exactly said what's going to happen to the motel, and with that, they haven't said what's going to happen to the fate of the pink elephant either. It does appear that more people will miss the pink elephant than the Diamond Inn Motel, but look at that thing. The elephant's just freaking adorable. Anyway, the history of that elephant is that it was made for Disney World. However, Disney World did not want it, so then it was purchased by the Desert Inn Motel. That's going to do it for the news. And now for the views. Michael, where do you think the pink elephant is going to end up?
Well, maybe the pink elephant will end up where the same place the Mirage volcano is going to end up.
I had that thought earlier today, but a lot of people aren't going to like it. I was thinking the person who buys the Mirage volcano, should buy the pink elephant, but like do some sort of a Mayan themed kind of a thing, or back in the day when people used to like worship volcanoes, and just take the pink elephant and put it like on a rotating spit right above the volcano.
An elephant on a rotating spit. Okay. Actually, I don't know a lot about that play. Can you like I didn't I never it's a cool news story. That's also another thing that amazes me. There are every time I learn about something new in Vegas. Like I think I know everything about Vegas or know a lot about Vegas. And then there are a lot of times I hear about something else and I'm like, I don't know. I think I've heard of that, but I'm not even sure. But that's really cool.
Yeah, it's just another, example like things that have been around for a long time end up, going away. But so far, there's no word on what's going to happen to the motel, what's going to happen to the elephant. Um, So it's anyone's guess really. The owners are being very tight-lipped about it, and they're just answering no comment to everyone.
Huh, that's interesting. That's I guess we'll find out. I guess we'll find out soon enough.
Soon enough, indeed. That being said, it is time for the tease.
Today's tease is really about how you need to find your travel vibe. And what I mean by that is that everybody has a different way they like to travel, a different way that travel brings them happiness. And there's no right or wrong, but I think it's so important for people to find that vibe. And obviously, I focus a lot on that with like your Vegas trip, like how to have like the perfect Vegas trip, the perfect vibey. I'm using that word a lot. That perfect vibey Vegas trip. And for some people, that might be going hard from the moment they land, and for other people, that might be like a little bit more balance and chill. So I think it's sort of interesting. And I know people have strong opinions about this kind of thing. And you probably had your type of vibe, right? When you before you lived in the land of enchantment.
Yeah. My vibe was basically just go hard. When I got there, I didn't really. I mean, if it was a long flight, take a shower. As soon as I get to the room, take a shower and then just go. Vegas, as a visitor, had a way of making me way more awake for many, many more hours than normal, and even forgetting to eat sometimes. So it was, when you visit, you want to do so many things in very little time. So that was always it. It was just hop from one place to the other, and one place to the other, and one place to the other. I think if I had a longer trip, I would have eased into it a bit more. But back when I used to visit here, not so much.
Well, this trip is actually, I mean, this is really truly a work trip, not in quotations, but kind of in quotations. But what I like so much is that this is a Wednesday to Monday trip. And even though the conference I'm at is jam packed and runs all weekend, I feel it's a nice length of a trip to really to really get into it. And last night I went to an opening dinner. Actually, it was really cool because for this conference, they bought out Tableau for cocktails and dinner. And for people who don't know, Tableau is like my favorite place to have breakfast. And it's basically a breakfast brunch lunch place that closes at 2. So not only is it one of my favorite restaurants, but it was so cool like having that whole restaurant for a private party last night. And that was great. But I'll tell you, after some wine and lots of socializing, I got back. I think I fell asleep before 10:30. I was wiped between, waking up early in the flight and everything, and I feel like a rock star. This is like awesome. I'm about to go to like a big kickoff conference event, and it's great. I've been wandering around the casino floor. I love the F1 cars that are in the craps pit. I actually threw that onto Twitter yesterday. I love all the stuff that's going on, like for F1. I think it's sort of cool. Like I think people like talk about all the negative stuff, but I think it's really cool, and I'm sort of just enjoying seeing it. Right after we get done with this, I'm planning to walk over to Paris, which is where this conference is, and I'm super excited to like do my first strip walk. So it's a great trip, and my vibe for this trip is like chill and balance.
Chill and balance. That's good to know. Some people would say that a travel vibe should be portable, easily hideable, and have fresh batteries. But good to know.
It, it could be, but we'll see. The vibe could change as soon as we get to Circus Circus.
Yeah, I feel something
And
coming on.
you're going with me to Circus Circus. So you're not getting out of that shit, okay? So you better be
Yeah,
ready,
I,
okay?
I don't know. I feel something coming on. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm gonna. I'm not sure about Circus Circus yet. I mean, I'll be there because I said I would be. I'm not looking for. It'd be nice to see you. Not so much Circus Circus. But yeah, it'll happen. When is that going to be? Is that Saturday?
Hey, I'm sorry, my video cut for a
It's
second,
fine.
but
You're still here.
yeah, I'm still here. That's great. Well, anyway, I'm excited to see you too, but it's great to be back in Vegas. I'm just soaking it all up. I'm totally awake, enjoying myself, and it's great. But like with all vibes, that could change at any moment. Like going down to the casino floor, to play for an hour at 11 o'clock at night and winding up being there accidentally till 6 a.m. So I guess we'll have to see where the vibe goes.
Rumor has it wouldn't be the first time that you've done that. I've heard stories of you at the plaza.
Uh-oh, uh-oh. Those are just stories. They're rumors. Probably not true.
Rumors, rumors of your excessive gambling have been greatly,
Me? Me?
greatly.
I don't know. I don't know. Well, we'll see. I guess we'll see.
All right.
Well, I'm supposed to be that would destroy the balance. So right now it's chill and balance. It could become like chaos and unbalanced very, very quickly. You can move from one, you see, that's the other thing we didn't deal with too. You can move from one vibe to another vibe in a flash.
That's right. And while we're at the 11-minute mark, is there any closing remarks or anything on your mind that you'd like to share?
No, no, I'm just loving Vegas. I am very interested. I was talking to some people yesterday. It is really interesting what's going to happen. We touched on this with F1 with employees getting to casinos, and I found out yesterday that the entire employee parking lot for Wynn Las Vegas will be not accessible because that's right in front of the course. So it's going to be a really interesting time, this F1 stuff. So we'll have to see. It's gonna be unique for sure, especially for the employees.
They're closing the employee parking area?
That you can't access the Wynn employee parking lot because the track runs right by the entrance. So they are going to, I've heard, here's some good rumor, that space, that empty lot space, I guess where the Frontier was, that Wynn still owns that space there, that's going to become a temporary employee parking lot. That's what I've heard. So that's going to be very interesting. Though they better get on that right away because things are approaching rather quickly. So lots of interesting stuff happening.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for this week's episode. Uh, um, I'm missing something here. Here it is. Sorry, folks. Luxury travel booking, TravelZork Travel. Visit us at TravelZorkTravel.com to plan your next amazing vacation. And please join the conversation on social media. You can find us easily. All social platforms are at TravelZork. We'll see you next time.